welcome everyone to a session where we haven't talking about Rise. Rise is a community where we empower, inspiring us as men to go out there and be our fullest, reach our fullest potential. And so today I have a special guest, my good friend Willie, because today is a special day because we are in our launch. We are launching this community to the world. And so today we want to make sure we have others who have experience being here in the community just to share their experience. And we want to make sure we invite other men to join in with us. So what you have on the screen, you have a QR code in the top left. Please scan, learn more about what's going on because we want to invite you to our community. So today I have my friend Willie. How you doing, man?
Hey man, I'm doing great. How's everything going your way?
Man, it's great, man. It's exciting. A lot of good things are moving, man. It's so great to have this time with you, man. So if you don't mind, just take a few moments just to introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
Okay, I'm Willie Mullins. I joined the group. Well, I joined the group because I've known Steve for years now. But I operate a business called Pennies with a Purpose, and it's a financial coaching business that focuses on just education about finances, and filling the foundation to get people in a place where they can move to actually investing. The business is actually owned by my wife and myself. We've been doing it pretty much since we've been married. The first part of it has been us going through trials and tribulation and learning. And so from that, we figured out we'd make that our ministry. So we basically teach people finances, help by coaching and helping them build budgets, just getting them in a place where they can live, not live by paycheck to paycheck.
Awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Truly, you have been a great help to me and my family as well over the years, and anytime I needed you, you've always been there to guide me along the way, man. So I really appreciate all your heart to really not just to treat it as a business, but to really, like you said, as a ministry, to serve others, to really help them to reach their level of success or whatever that looks like for them. And so, man, we want to just talk for a moment, just to kind of get to know this your experience as being a man, and then also there's a few thoughts on what it means to the other men being a part of something like this as a community. So I want to ask you a question or two, and just give me your thoughts about it. So the first question I want to ask you is, what are you building that you're really passionate about? And what you did to speak about it, but just kind of let me hear more about why your reason and your passion in this field of finances are. It may be something else right now. What are you building?
Well, I am building I want to build a brand. That's what I'm looking to build. I'm trying to build a brand. And what's got me passionate about it is I've gone through it. I've gone through it. I talk to people, and I hear most people say that's something that's never talked about. Or when they hear that they talk about finances, it's kind of over their heads. It's a big fear for people, and I wanted to make it something that could be day-to-day talk, day-to-day speak, and people understand. I'm dabbling in the AI side of it. I've created on my YouTube channel Pennies with the Purpose. I've got some little cartoon characters that maybe the parents can look at and work with their kids to learn. And then I got AI, an adult that actually goes through, and I've committed myself this year to releasing maybe two YouTube videos a week. And that guy, the adult guy, he actually explains like the fears. He deals with the emotional, the psychological side as we as adults deal with it. But then he also break down the simple stuff. Like I got a video coming out, I think Sunday, that's going to be about the simple terminologies, and it's going to be about savings, and I hopefully it throws some stuff in there about savings that people like, I never thought of it that way. And that's my goal, is to bring it to people where they don't see it as a challenge, but have a different way of looking at it and seeing the positive side of finances, and grow themselves and invest in themselves.
And that's good, bro. Well, like I say, man, hey, it's all about taking sometimes what bothers you or something you've been through, and your misery can actually be a ministry to help someone else. And man, it's glad to see that you've done this and you continually find new ways to get the message out, man. So we're glad to hear more about it over time. And that's one of the great things I love about our community is when we meet every week on Mondays, and we invite men from all over to join in with us. And this is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we love to hear what individuals are doing, so we can get behind it, we can support it, and we can actually add to in different ways. And so we definitely appreciate when Willie has came up. He's done trainings, taught some times, even in workshops we've had. He's actually stepped up and gave us some let some of those opportunities to share his expertise. And so we love to get that insight, and it opens up so many doors, and it creates so much that we can expand ourselves to grow. And so I appreciate those opportunities. Whenever we ask, you're always willing to come in and share your resources and share your talent with us. And so we appreciate that. But I want to also ask you, what do you see men are struggling with? What do you see them struggling with?
I think for me personally, just through what I do and outside of what I do, even from our meetings, um, men struggle with communication from the heart. Communication from the heart, how to relay what they're feeling, how to relay what they're thinking, and try to present it in a way that is easily understood. Especially, I'm married. Especially when it comes to talking to your spouse. I've been married a while, but I'm still learning that women, our wives just want to know what we feel and what we think, and they also want us to receive and care about what they feel and what they think. So I think just as men, just being able to communicate, that's a challenge, and also just being present and aware of what's going on and putting that family first.
That's good, man. I agree with you 100%. Communication is key, and it's different forms of communication. It's verbal, and also it's this your awareness and your presence and how you through your body language sometimes communicate.
Mhm.
And it's good to know that what you have to say does matter. Just making sure that you can convey what you need to convey to people in a way that they can receive it. And so we're definitely always talking about different ways of communicating. Don't and we want to one of the things we talk about quite often is learning your voice.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
And that's important because a lot of times we just like shy away, especially sometimes you have people in your life that are more dominant or they feel like you just kind of shy away. I've had a conversation with a brother just the other day who just kind of shy away from conversation because he just feel like for whatever reason what he say it's not always heard. But does that mean we don't keep on working on that?
exactly. And sometimes, Steve, when we think it within ourselves, is we feel and think that we don't have anything to say. But I can almost promise you, there's somebody that's going to always be in the same spot that you're in, or the spot that you have been in. People are listening, and you might be in a room, and or men or women, a group, and somebody just may be waiting on the first person to spark that conversation or spark that communication.
Yeah, man, we have seen that time and time again, bro. And one of the things we talk about quite often is sometimes us dealing with mental health. We've
Yes.
had a conversation one time. One brother just kind of he just kind of peeled the onion a little bit, and it opened up the floodgates of more conversation that just spurred from that. And that's the beauty because we all dealing with things. We
Yes.
all are dealing with things,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's just us to being able to identify what that conversation is, and we just pour out into for we all can heal
Yeah.
because we all had some type of trauma somewhere in our life. And sometimes we've been told is to hush about it, kind of push it under the rug, men don't cry, whatever. But sometimes you just need a safe space so we can identify how we can work together. We're not coming in as we're therapists, but we are coming in as we're individuals that we want to work together to help each other in whatever that space is. And so it's always good to have a safe space where you feel open to communicate here. And you'd be surprised down the road, you may be able to talk to the person that's been the
Uh,
person you may need to speak to about it,
I'm
but
sorry,
it may
Steve, that
start
I
here.
might have lost you.
I see you here now. Can you hear me, Willie? Uh, Let me see if I can do this and get you back right with me. But I can see you there. You back in the
All
room.
right,
I don't
am
know
I
if you can
back,
hear me now.
Steve?
There you go. I had to take you out and bring it back. But anyway, man. So that's really key of something that you said with the communication. But let me also ask yourself, what is it that you have gotten from the time you've been a part of the community? What's some of the things that you can truly say that can be helpful to others who participate, who would like to participate? Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Can you hear me
sorry,
there,
Steve,
Will?
but yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay, no
exactly
problem, no
what we
problem.
worked on before it happened. So I'm
It's,
sorry.
that's what happens when you go live. But hey, we learn as we go, man. But that's all. But let me ask you this: in this space of when we have what we say on our Mondays in a community such as this, what's something that why men needs a space simply to what we have here? Why is that important?
I think it's extremely important because men showing men that it's okay to speak out, speak up, be who you are, and find yourself. And it's okay for other men to actually love other men and show that and just be there for each other. That's needed. That's needed. That's something that's been missing from not only just our community as African Americans, but just all around. I personally think, and I'm giving my age away with this one, but I think we lost that role of what a man should be and how a man should provide, and not necessarily speaking of dominating. So there's two sides of it. There's a side of, yes, being the male of the house, but then there's a side over the years of learning that you don't have to dominate to be the male, and you can be a male by other ways. But I think there's a big need for mentors for men, especially for the younger men. I think the world has changed, and there's a lot more broken homes. So the need for mentors to help men understand what men supposed to be and how they're supposed to represent, and I mean true men, But I think there's a need for that, and this community brings that. And in the group, sometimes you may have people that's just entering and they're looking for mentors. These young men, they're hungry for mentors, and they want to do things the right way, and it's just good to have men there to help lead and guide them.
Mm, that's good. That's good, man. So many, like what you said, so many opportunities for us all to get something. So we may have had some young guys who maybe in high school join the call, or we may have men from senior ages. It doesn't matter, all in between. But we're here to really just make sure we can raise the arms of everyone to help them. And one of the things that's near and dear to my heart is to serve leading men. What does that mean? Serving men who may know or may know, it may be unknown to them that they have a responsibility of leading in some type of capacity, but to help them to come into discovery of what that is and allow them to really develop into the fullness thereof. And how we do is come beside you and just help raise your arms to help let you know that you matter. Sometimes life is life is gonna be life. It's gonna be hard days as well. It's gonna be easy days. But we want to encourage you to keep fighting whatever that fight is for you. And we want to come
Right.
beside you to let you know you have everything in you that you need in order to win. And that's the beauty of when we have community. That we're not in competition, but we're in the completion to make sure every man reach their destination. And so that's what
Yes.
this community about. Yeah. And so, Willie, do you have anything else you would like to share with the men? And also, women, if you're on here, please share with your husbands. Please share with your sons. Now, we ask them to be of a certain caliber of maturity. Of course, this is not a youth mentoring program. This is actually speaking to men and young men. But we actually invite them to come because we will be talking real conversations. But we welcome to come into the room with us. And again, Willie, you have anything you want to add?
Yes, definitely. Men, I really want to tell you, excuse me, you don't have to make every Monday. If you can't make every Monday, that's fine. But jump on, be open to receive and be open to give. You never know who could learn from you, and yet you never know who can impart something within you. And at my age, 60, I have been on this call and learned from other young men. So just be open, which is a difficult thing for us as men to do sometimes, is to be open to receive. But yeah, be open to receive and be open to give. Just test it out. See if you like it. Guarantee you will. So just reach out, get the link from Steve or get the link. I'm sure he'll have it on his site. And join the meeting and check a meeting out.
Definitely, definitely. I appreciate you so much, Willie, for sharing that. Because if you want to tap in, you have a QR code here on the screen, and also you can actually we will have it in the description. Wherever platform you're on, the information will be there as well. But we invite you to join us 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see what this community is, and also today we are launching our community called Rise. So this is another tier two, what we currently been doing under Men on the Rise, but we wanted to let you know we want to see you rising to your fullest potential. And with that said, we'll see you at 8 p.m. Be great.
Be great, guys.